Hello, friends. Welcome to your Brainstorming Book Summary YouTube channel. Imagine you are an ordinary person like everyone else, but inside you, there is a fire, a desire to do something big, a wish that one day you have so much money that you never have to think about anything. You have confidence in yourself, but still, somewhere deep down, the question arises repeatedly, how did rich people become rich, and why haven't we been able to? This book, How to Get Rich, written by a real millionaire, Felix Dennis, answers that question. Felix was not a financial guru or a motivational speaker. He was a real business tycoon who started everything from scratch and built a fortune of billions. The greatest feature of this book is that it does not just talk about dreams, but it also talks about reality, tells the truth, and that too with bitter truths. Felix clearly states at the beginning that if your goal is just to make money, then the path to becoming rich is not easy. It requires sacrifice, enduring pain, and stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, the question arises, can everyone become rich? Felix's answer to this is yes, but only when you are truly prepared for it. He says that most people do not become rich because they lack the desire to change themselves. They are afraid to take risks, and the most important thing is they need money but not wealth. Felix says that the first and most important rule of becoming rich is ownership. If you are working for someone else, no matter how hard you work, that effort ultimately makes someone else rich. You get a salary, but the real earnings are made by the owner. Therefore, if you really want to become rich, you need to work for yourself. Start doing it. Start small, but definitely start. Now the question arises whether studying is necessary and if having a degree is essential. Felix himself was a college dropout, and he clearly states that education may be important, but it has nothing to do with wealth. The thing is your mindset and your courage. Felix says an interesting thing. He says that if you really want to become rich, you have to become lazy. It sounds strange, but it means that you need to create a system for yourself where other people work for you. You shouldn't have to do everything yourself. Otherwise, you won't be a business owner. Rather, you will become its servants. He says that fear is the biggest enemy on the path of wealth. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, and the fear of what people will say. But if you conquer fear, you can go very far. One more thing that Felix says very emphatically is, chase money, but do it honestly. Because if you earn money through wrong methods, either it won't last long or it won't let you live peacefully. Now, let's talk about the most important thing, which is action.
Felix says that there is no shortage of ideas in the world. Everyone claims to have a great idea, but the only difference is that some people move forward with that idea while others just keep thinking. If you have an idea, start it today, no matter how small it may be. But it is important to take the first step. Felix shares from his experience that initially everything isn't easy. Sometimes things can go wrong. However, if you stay persistent, things gradually change. He says that you have to keep moving forward even when you're not getting any support, when people are mocking you, and when you start doubting yourself, because those are the moments that determine the difference between victory and defeat. Now we understand a bit about the real power of money. Felix says that money is not a bad thing, nor is it everything, but it is a tool that gives you freedom. The freedom to live life on your own terms, to be the master of your time, and to do what you truly want to do. Therefore, making money is not just greed, it is a necessity if you truly want to live a free life. Felix mentions something very important in this book, and that is, the desire to become rich is within everyone. But only a few people do the necessary hard work, make the necessary sacrifices, and most importantly, trust themselves. So if you also want to be one of those few, don't just read the lessons of this book, but embrace them. You will first need to have an honest conversation with yourself about whether you really want to be rich or just dream of being rich. This difference is very significant. True desire is when a person is willing to give up their comfort, sacrifice their sleep, their hobbies, and even relationships. If you cherish sleep more, then forget about wealth. If you want comfort, You will continue to work for others all your life. You should love money, but you should not become a slave to it. Many people get so lost in making money that they forget their purpose. Money is a means to gain freedom, not a chain that binds you further. You must learn to ignore the noise around you. If you keep thinking about what people will say, you will never move forward. People themselves do nothing, but they try their best to stop those who do. You must take risks. Without taking risks, nothing significant can be achieved. Every successful person has at some point taken a step that seemed crazy to others. It seems you should learn to trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, then why would anyone else? Your thoughts determine your path. Small thinking limits people to earning just enough money. You will need to break your limits. You will have to let go of everything that holds you back. Old habits, old friends, and comfortable surroundings can all become your enemies in progress. You need to make quick decisions. Overthinking only wastes time. Wealthy people make decisions quickly and know how to change them when necessary. Poor people are afraid to make decisions, and by the time they do, the opportunity has passed. Don't wait for the perfect time to start working. The perfect time never comes. There cannot be a better time than today. Start small, but make sure you start. Your first job will teach you how different the real world is from what you see in books or on YouTube. It's very different. Once you learn to walk, so you will also learn to run. Initially, there will be mistakes, and they should be, because every mistake will teach you. Without making mistakes, you don't gain knowledge. And without knowledge, you don't achieve success. Always save your earnings and invest in the right place. Earning money is an art, but saving money is an even greater art. Many people can earn money, but they cannot manage it properly. Therefore, always use your earnings wisely. Money will only grow when it is put to work. Simply letting money sit in the bank does not lead to wealth. Invest money in business, in new ideas, in work that will generate more money for you. Every day, try to improve yourself. Your struggle today will lead to your freedom tomorrow. Learn something new every day and apply it to your work.
You should not be afraid of hard work, but hard work should be, it is necessary to give direction. Just running around is not enough. It is important to know where you are heading. If you want people to take you seriously, you must take yourself seriously first. Give weight to your words, strengthen your thoughts, and you will become what you think. If you truly want to be wealthy, take the first step today. Think big, think fast, and think now. The most important thing on the path to becoming rich is to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and practically. Felix says that the game of making money is a game of the mind. You must understand your inner voice and eliminate the fear that holds you back repeatedly. Every time you are close to an opportunity, your fear pulls you back, making you think that you might fail, that you could lose everything. But Felix clearly says that if you haven't failed, it means you haven't taken any risks. And if you took no risks, there will be no rewards either. This world is not for those who want to play it safe. It is for those who want to win at any cost. You have to believe in your hard work, trust your intentions, and seize every opportunity that can take you forward. The path to becoming rich is often solitary. Sometimes you may feel that you are going the wrong way, but if your purpose is clear and your intentions are strong, the paths will pave themselves. In this journey, you will meet people who will say not to do this, that you won't be able to do it, but you must listen to what your heart says. Once you start walking, you will gradually realize your strength. Felix says that wealth is not just about money. Wealth is Learn to say no to the people who are wasting your time. You need to put your energy into things that can give you a return. In this journey, you may have to walk alone, but this very loneliness will make you strong. You will need the courage to become different from others. Those who have truly become rich in the world also started alone, and then through their hard work, they created a world that is recognized by their name. If you keep thinking, you will only be able to dream. But if you get up and start working, slowly that dream will start turning into reality. It doesn't matter if you are small, big, educated, or not. What matters is how much you want it, how hungry you are. Can you work towards your goals every day without getting tired and making excuses for that success? Can you rise again after falling? This is the real test and the true path to wealth. Felix says that anyone who wants to become rich must understand that money comes not just from hard work, but from understanding. You need to sharpen your thinking, comprehend the market, recognize people's needs, and then find ways to fulfill those needs. Every business operates on this principle. If you can provide solutions to people's problems, they will give you money. Therefore, the focus should not be on how to get money, how it will come, rather it should be about what you can do to benefit others. Another thing that Felix says very loudly is that do not chase perfection. Many people do not start any work until everything is perfect, but the truth is that nothing is perfect. Those who start early learn gradually and move forward, while those who keep only preparing get left behind. You should take action immediately. The sooner you start a task, the sooner you will gain real experience and real learning. True learning comes from experience. Books only show the way, but you have to walk it yourself. Another important thing that is very necessary on the path to wealth is building a team. You will need people who understand your vision and are willing to work on it. But remember, first and foremost, you need to make yourself a good leader. A leader who takes responsibility, who is not afraid to make decisions, and who can face every challenge. People will only follow you when they feel that you have what it takes. Therefore, keep improving yourself every day, think bigger than yourself, become bigger than yourself, and whenever a difficulty arises, see it as an opportunity, because the biggest opportunities are often hidden behind the biggest challenges. If you give up, everything will be over, but if you stand firm, time will start to turn in your favor. This is the essence of wealth. The real key is that when you start moving towards success, a new challenge arises before you, and that is the slippery slope of ego. Felix warns that as money comes in, arrogance begins to emerge in people, and this arrogance brings them back to the same place from where they started. Therefore, always keep yourself grounded. Remember that money is not your identity. It is just a means to help you progress. You don't need to be better than others. You need to be better than yourself. The real game begins after you acquire money. Now you need to know how to manage it. Many people become rich, but that money doesn't last because they don't know how to handle it. Felix clearly states that you need to become the master of your money, not its servant. If money starts to control you, then understand that you have lost everything. Being wealthy means having control. Complete control over your life should be in your hands. You should decide when to work, with whom to work, where to go, what to eat, and what to think. That is true freedom, and true wealth lies in this. But for that, you need to tread carefully at every step. Invest your money in such a way that it generates more money. Learn to invest more than you spend. And the most important thing is that money can leave as quickly as it comes. So never be careless. After becoming wealthy, you should lead your life with more simplicity. You have to live in a way that you can maintain that wealth for a long time. Felix himself says that he made many mistakes and wasted a lot of money, but if given another chance, he would manage his money more wisely. Therefore, you should not repeat the mistakes he made. You need to learn from them and make them your strength. Remember that wealth is not a destination, it is a journey. If you keep learning, keep growing, and never stop, one day everything you ever dreamed of will be yours. If you truly want to be rich, you must eradicate the thought that you need someone else's permission to do something big. Wealth isn't given as a favor, it's earned through fighting for yourself. Many people wait for someone to say it's time to start, but a true player sets their own time, opens the door for themselves, and if the door is closed, they break in. In this world, if you want to become something, you must first prove yourself. And that too without any guarantees, often working without payment, just on the faith that something big will happen tomorrow. In the journey to becoming rich, there will be many times in the beginning when your hard work will not be rewarded. There will be no praise and no one will support you. But that is the time that shapes you. If you endure through that time, you will ignite the fire within you that can achieve anything. And if you give up during that time, you will remain the same person who only dreams but does not fulfill them.
You must prepare yourself to work alone, without a team, without motivation, just you and your dream. This is the real examination. The world only sees those who do not care about the world and remain focused on their work.
In this journey, you should know how to manage yourself. Felix says that self-discipline is the backbone of wealth. If you cannot control your time, then even money will come and go. You have to decide every day how your day will be spent. Is that work related to your goals or just the waste of time? Many people remain busy all day, but there are no results because they never thought about why they are doing what they are doing. You need to think at every step. Will this work make me money or just keep me busy? If the answer is not money, then drop that work. You need to stop making excuses. People often say they don't have time, they don't have money, they don't have experience, but Felix says that all these things are just excuses and nothing else. If you truly want to achieve something, the path creates itself. And if you don't want to achieve it, excuses come up on their own. You will see that many great people have progressed without any background, without money, without education. So why can't you? The difference is only in the mindset. If you have decided that you want to be rich, the whole universe will help you. But if there remains doubt and fear in your mind, then nothing will happen. In this world, only those who take risks move forward. You have to rise above your fears. Felix says that fear is the biggest disease that eats away at a person. Fear of what will happen if I fail. What will happen if people laugh? But the truth is, the fact is that if you don't try, you have already lost. Courage is what moves forward despite fear. Feel the fear, but still take action. This is the true definition of victory. One more thing that Felix says very seriously is to focus. In today's world, focus is the greatest power. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you are constantly looking at social media and talking about trivial things, you will lose sight of your true purpose. Wealth means working with focus, concentrating, and doing so consistently. Stay until the result comes. You must make yourself capable of focusing on one thing at a time. No big task gets completed without focus. Your mind is your weapon. If it gets distracted, everything will be destroyed. You need to train it like a soldier, always ready to seize any opportunity. Now, the real power of money comes into play. Felix says that money gives you freedom, the kind of freedom that is the most valuable in the world, the freedom to make your own decisions, the freedom to spend your time your way, the freedom to be with people you truly like, and the freedom to stay away from those you are forced to be with. Being connected involves more than just wanting to become rich. It's not just about dreaming of cars or bungalows. True wealth comes when you feel free, when you don't need to ask anyone what you can or cannot do. If you've reached that level, then you can say you've really achieved something. However, to get there, you will have to leave a lot behind, make sacrifices. And the first sacrifice will be your comfortable life. Comfort is the biggest enemy of progress. A person who seeks comfort does not want change, and someone who does not want change can never move forward. Felix says he spent many years of his life working tirelessly without taking any holidays, and those years became the foundation of his success. So if you think that just a little bit of work will bring you a lot of money, then forget that thought. You will have to work hard, and that too in such a way that people are astonished. But this hard work will one day take you to a place where you will surprise everyone. You should understand that every big business in the world is based on people's needs. If you can understand people, you can sell them anything. And if you can do that, money will come to you automatically. Felix says to read people, observe their behavior, recognize their intentions, and then create something that makes their life easier. That is the real key to business. Anything that solves people's problems will sell. It will sell. You just need to bring the right thing at the right time. And that will happen when you understand the market every day. Observe the world around you and ask yourself, what do people want? What is bothering them? And can I provide a solution to that problem? If yes, then that is where wealth begins. You should never stop learning. This journey never ends. Wealth is a journey where there is always something new at every turn. Felix says that he learns something new every day in his life, and that learning keeps pushing him forward. Those who think they know everything are the first to fall. As long as you continue to learn, you will keep growing. Wherever you are, that is your school. Every person around you can teach you something. Therefore, always be ready to learn and never consider yourself complete. Because the more you learn, the bigger your perspective will be, and a bigger perspective leads to bigger opportunities. You should never compromise. If you know what you want, stand firm for it, no matter how much time it takes or how many difficulties you face. If you keep working hard in the right direction, one day it will come to you. You will live your dream in reality. You will do what you have only ever thought about. And then you will understand that all of this was possible only because you did not give up. You persevered, you kept moving, and you refused to stop. This is true wealth. Wealth is not a game of fate or magic, but a result of hard work, understanding, focus, and a mindset that doesn't stop. The person who conquers their fear is not afraid to take risks, keeps striving to improve themselves every day, and does not stop until they reach their destination. That person becomes truly wealthy in every sense. Wealth is not just about money, it is another name for freedom. And the path to this freedom passes through self-belief, hard work, and continuous learning. If these words have touched your heart, then share this video immediately and tell us in the comments below what is the biggest obstacle in your path to wealth. You are ready to overcome it in any situation. If yes, then start today itself. Do something every day that brings you closer to your dreams. And if you want such powerful and truthful thoughts to keep coming to you continuously, then make sure to subscribe to the Brainstorming Book Summary channel because this journey has just begun and the destination is very big.